So, merfolk players have to know some interactions that I can't really categorize, so let's learn a few of them. So let's say you have a Chalice of the Void on one and a Tide Shaper in hand. If you cast Tide Shaper for its kicker cost, it doesn't matter if you paid 2 mana for it. The mana cost at the top is still 1 and it would get countered, unless you used Cavernous Souls, which makes Tide Shaper uncounterable, and Chalice of the Void would be incapable of countering it. Now, I've brought this up before, but any Seize effects targeting Urza Saga will destroy the Urza Saga. This is because of a complex interaction that I have written on screen. Also, Seize effects are good versus Tron because the Tron lands look for matching land types and not names. Spreading Seas changes the land type to an island, so in this case their Mine and Tower only tap for colorless, even though they have a power plant. So Cavernous Souls doesn't have to name Merfolk. If you need a Subtlety or Cura to be uncounterable, then name Elemental or Spirit. If you are naming Elemental for Subtlety, I would recommend naming Incarnation to confuse your opponent, and I think that would be pretty funny. On a side note, Subtlety is great for dealing with uncounterable threats. If you feel like playing Gutshot, make sure to play Fiery Islet over Waterlogged Grove, since saving 1 life just by paying for Gutshot rather than paying 2 life could be relevant, yet I like to do a split between the two just in case of Pithing Needle if you don't have Gutshot. So the difference between Lure of Atlantis and Master of the Pearl Trident is that Lure of Atlantis affects all merfolk and Master of the Pearl Trident only affects your merfolk. Now I heard a lot of people say Lure of Atlantis is better than Master of the Pearl Trident versus Murktide because if our opponent cast it off a Ragavan, it'll pump our team. While that is true, you need to look at the inverse. If they get a Tide Shaper off Ragavan and you cast Lure of Atlantis, that Tide Shaper is now a 3/3 unblockable creature. Besides, it is so unlikely our opponent will fall into the trap of casting our Lord, so Master of the Pearl Trident is better in another matchup. So Spreading Seas and Blood Moon are both trying to change land types. Which one wins? Well, it comes down to timestamps. If Blood Moon was played last, then the land is a mountain. If Spreading Seas was played last, then the land is an island. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, I might do it again, and thanks for watching.